Hello, what's up? Love, Lone Wolf in here, and my brother, with Sama.
What's up, everybody?
Yeah, sorry for last time. We had some technical difficulties last week, so yeah, hopefully things go a lot better. Yeah. So, anyways, yesterday was the is the 4th of July. So, yeah, let's let's see. And I thought maybe support it'd be appropriate to talk about Americans in both anime and gaming. So, yeah, let me start off with the first American I could think of, and pretty much the first American people think of when talking about fighting games. Guile from Street Fighter 2. And we both grew up. To be fair, we both grew up with Street Fighter 2, right?
Yeah, that guy was pretty American. I mean, his stage is what, an army base or a flight hangar or whatever. Like you see the planes in the background. I think anyway, right?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
also has like two American flags like tattooed on his like shoulders and
Oh wow, he
whatnot.
does. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Giles is absolutely American, man. He's supposed to be like the. Actually, when he was created, he was supposed to represent like the, like he's supposed to like be like he was originally gonna be like the, like the like well, he's supposed to be catered towards American audiences with the blue eyes, the blonde hair, the over the top flat top. Uh, that's why he was created. Actually, yeah, yeah, and
He was created to be as American as possible. You said.
yeah, yeah, just so Americans can like him. And speaking of like military characters that are supposed to cater to Americans, there's actually a certain American got a start in Pokemon, Lieutenant Surge.
Oh, pretty much anybody who's part of the military, it's an American character.
Yeah, well, Lieutenant Surge is actually called the Lightning American in like the first games. This is before the region, so yeah, the whole Lieutenant Surge was actually the first American in the Pokemon games. games. And keep in mind, there are a lot of American characters in gaming. Like, I know you've never played this game series, but in the game series, they're alive. There's actually another character who's a wrestler named Tina Armstrong, who's supposed to be like this cowgirl wrestler who's like bikini top is an American flag. It's interesting. Also, we also in the anime department there are like a lot of American characters. Anyone that you can
Oh
think
yeah.
of? What?
Uh, well, when you had first asked me to think about American characters, the first one, the only one that really stands out to me really is in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a character named Bandit Keith,
Yeah.
and he seems pretty American. I want to say, is that an American flag that he has as a bandana wrapped on the top of his head?
Yeah.
Someone, yeah, him, uh, with like the shades, like a biker jacket or whatever. Yeah, he screamed like American. I don't know if they made it like super like pretty much like obvious. Like I don't know if they ever stated that he was an American or whatever, but
Yeah.
I mean, I think his
Well,
outfit.
in the anime, they mentioned that he dueled against Pegasus in New York. So yeah, that's what I could think of actually.
Oh, that is an American flag. I just googled him. Yeah, it's an American. That's that's an American flag on his head. Old
Yeah.
biker jacket. Bandit Keith. Yeah, he was like the first one that came to my mind.
Yeah, also, actually, here's a little fun fact. It has nothing to do with the topic, but here's a little fun fact. In Duels of the Roses, Bandit Keith actually has the British Union Jack on his head, despite the fact that the Union Jack wasn't a thing until like centuries later. If we're going back to the timeline of the War of the Roses. Yeah. It's a little fun
Oh,
fact
okay, I see him. Are you talking about the flag?
on his head on
Yeah.
in Duels of the Roses.
Okay. I didn't know what that was called. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird that they actually did that, to be honest. Anyways, there are a lot of other anime characters, like say, like in One Piece, there's a character called Frankie, who who actually has who is actually based on Americans, and and you know there is no America in One Piece. Although all the Straw Hats represent a country. Like Sanji represents France, Luffy represents Brazil, and Frankie represents the U.S. He's even based on an actual American actor, Jim Carrey.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He actually has the hairstyle that Jim Carrey had in the Ace Ventura films. That's a fun fact you probably never heard of. Hmm. There are also other characters out there, like say, there's a character in Muscle who's named Terry Man, and he has like a cowboy hat and like these star tattoos on his shoulders. At least I think they're star tattoos. I don't remember, but
The what show?
Muscle.
I've never heard of Muscle.
Well, actually, it's called Kinnikuman in Japan, but the figures that came, but the video game for the series and the figurines that came to America is called Muscle, but in Japan it's called Kinnikuman. And Cherry Man, you know he's like he has like the most American looking design, like he has a cowboy hat and whatnot. He is actually based on American wrestler Terry Funk. Which is interesting. Which I find interesting. Of course, there are more. We can go on and on, like the fact that there's also another American character. You don't expect this character to be American. Travis Touchdown
Touchdown.
from No More Heroes.
I never played No More Heroes.
Yeah. 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 We're just prattling on right now. Another American character. We're just talking about stuff I could think about. Actually, I actually want to do a top. Originally, I was gonna do a top 10 list, to be honest, but who knows? Because there are like a lot of characters I could have made, like Jackson Briggs from Street Fighter series. He he's who pretty much had like had like an American who was like part of the military or something. And of course, or in the in Saints Row 4, or this is an interesting plot. You play as the president. With this is actually kind of interesting. What do you think of that?
I mean, that sounds interesting. Playing as the president of the U.S. And who made this? Who made the game? Like, it was the game made in Japan?
Actually, no. Saints Row 4 is hold up. Saints Row 4 is made by.
Oh, Saints Row. I didn't know
Yeah.
what you were saying. I thought you said something else. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably American made.
Yeah. Deep Silver and Volition. Yeah, that's interesting. Anyways, yeah, we can go on and on about Americans. Then also, actually, there are a lot. There are a lot of also a lot of There are also a lot of Americans in anime as well. Like, I have not watched this series, but there's actually an anime called Bungo Stray Dogs that takes place in the U.S. It's a seinen crime series. It looks kind of interesting. I might actually looked it up, to be honest, just to find something. Hmm. And anyways, we're about 10 minutes in. Should we continue or go to the news desk segment?
We could go to the news desk segment. I really only had Bandit Keith as my pick.
Yeah. Well, anyways, let's go to news desk. We have nothing. We can't think of anything else. Yeah, limits in. Anyways, yeah, for this little news desk, well, since we were talking about the president of Saints Row 4, let's talk about Kanye West, who announced yesterday that he's planning on becoming president of the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out he made that announcement yesterday for becoming president of the United States in 2020.
He's actually. I don't know what the idea is behind that. Is he coming out with an album? I
Uh,
can't imagine he's serious.
Serious or not, it'll be the stupidest. It'll be a cold day in hell when that happens.
It's well. The thing is that if you want to run for president, he's